Welcome to Midwest Whitetail Southeast. Today is September 20th, and we're on our first official trip to our lease in Kansas this year. Me and Jeremiah, we got our buddy Matt with us. We're really going basically for two main reasons. We come every year to, obviously this is a private lease, so we're responsible for all the stands on the property. We need to check all our straps, make sure everything is safe and ready for our normal hunt, which is usually in mid-November in the rut. But this year we're coming a little bit later. We're actually gonna utilize the opportunity. Season's open, so we're gonna try to do a little hunting. We're only here for a few days to knock out mostly the work that we need to prep for the upcoming rut. But we've got a platform that we built that we're gonna put a ghillie blind on. Just last year, right at the end of season, we found what we believe is, just a textbook funnel. And there's no trees in there, or really our only option to get a hunting setup in there that we can actually film out of is going to be this ghillie blind. So it's pretty cool. We'll show you that as we're starting to put it up. We're hoping to get there early enough this afternoon to watch some of the bean fields and see what deer is coming out. And obviously, if we see the right deer and we feel like it's a deer that we would be happy with, we're going to go ahead and hunt and try to get something killed. Heck, you never know, we may both tag out, in 2 days up here, and not even have to come in November. But that's the plan. We're on the road. We've been on the road probably about 3 or 4 hours, and we've got a long drive ahead of us, but we'll keep you guys updated as we get more into it.
As you can see, we made it back to Kansas, and I'm not even sure what today is. Is it the 20th?
21st.
It's the 21st. And we nailed it. We came up here to get all of our stands ready and just get things ready for the upcoming season. But we're going to hunt a couple of evenings while we're here. And we got here early enough to watch the big bottom field where the landowner has cut the corn, and it is loaded with bucks. So we've got a pretty fair plan for the evening. We watched them yesterday evening, watched them this morning, but we both got doe tags, and we've got to go into several spots to put up hay bale blinds and stands and just make sure everything's in good working order. So it makes perfect sense to try to fill this doe tag while we're here. Last year I shot my doe in this same block of woods, and there's just no way to self-film it from the ground. So luckily Lee's willing to run camera, and we'll see if we can sneak in here and get one right quick. Worst case scenario, we run them off and then we put up the blind. So got nothing to lose.
Here she comes. It's a mama and 3 of them. There's several of them. Let's do 4. That's 52. It's probably it. I think so. Right here. That's a ball. Yep.
Well, that was catch and release. We got real close, and the way we snuck in, we actually got in this old barn and came out the side door. I was expecting the deer to be kind of off the end of the barn. We filmed them there for years. We always put a pop-up blind right at the back of these, and it's just the perfect way to hunt this bedding area. It's a doe bedding area, and during the rut, it's always bucks coming in out here to check them. And anyway, when I got to the end of this barn, I ended up seeing a doe stand up off the right side. So we were in the almost perfect position for that to work. Some cows had got up, evidently bumped those deer, and they came right down the fence row. But the only shot I had at an adult doe was like right at 50 yards. And I'm not ready to take that poke. So we had a couple of fawns come in to probably less than 10 yards though. So just a shame one of those older does didn't do that. but it was fun nonetheless. And if everything works out, we're gonna go ahead and put this hay bale blind in, and might even try to fill a doe tag here tomorrow morning. I guess we'll see what happens after we chase the bucks.
There's Kevin calling. 1, 2, 3. That's him. Yeah, that's a shooter. He's got split twos on the right. Yeah, that's him.
All right, day 2 here in Kansas. We just finished our redneck ghillie blind setup. We put this on a 10-foot platform that we pre-built before we left our house, and we just hauled it down in the trailer, and we were able to put the 4x4 post in and just stand it right up. It worked a lot easier than what we thought it was going to. This spot is just a spot that Jeremiah and I found last year, right at the end of season. And it's a perfect draw that runs up from a creek bottom that's to our north. And then right behind the blind here, over this dam, is a huge pond. So it has more or less bulletproof access that we can get into this blind. No deer can really get in behind us to get downwind of us. And all the deer, this draw naturally funnels all the deer right through this spot right here. So I'm pretty excited to be back in here in November. We won't get to hunt it any. This is our last day here in Kansas. We're going to try to hunt this afternoon and try to get on that big buck we seen yesterday. But right now, I'm going to finish this setup. We're going to hang a couple of cell phone cameras here, start getting some pictures, and we'll see you guys back here in November. That's just about a wrap here in Kansas for our early season hunt. As you can see, we just had another shooter come out. That's a completely different deer from yesterday.
and we were this close to getting a shot at that deer. He's literally headed straight towards Jeremiah, but I think we're going to lose. I'm not sure there's enough light left to get to him. But overall, this has been an awesome trip. We've got a lot of good things done to prepare ourselves for the rut in November. So we know for sure we've got at least 2 shooters on this farm, and there's no doubt in my mind there's more than that. But we just about got it done. I'm excited. I'm still shaking. First time for the season. And man, I love this feeling. So y'all stick with us. We'll be back here in November. When we get back, our season opens in southern Tennessee, and we'll be back in the tree. Thanks for watching Midwest Whitetail Southeast. I'm just now getting to do an interview. As soon as I got up to the tree, I had a bunch of turkeys out in the food plot, and I didn't want to spook them because I know that forks and these deer are bedded close by. So I took my time trying to get in, get everything set up. I was about to sit down and do an interview after they had left, and then I saw 3 of the bucks that Forks had been running with all summer start to come out, and 2 of them come on over to the food plot. One of them went back in the woods, and then shortly after that, you saw that the 8-pointer, went back in the woods too. We're set up and settled now, so we'll just keep our fingers crossed and hope that they come back out and they bring Forks with them.
Well, that was Forks. I'm not sure how good the footage was. He come out right at last light. I tried dialing the gain up on the camera some to where you could see him, but it wouldn't be too fuzzy. But he's just a giant, especially for a Tennessee deer. He's a stud. He got to 100 yards, and that's as close as he ever got. What an awesome sight to see him come out. May have to do some figuring, try and get a little bit closer of a shot at him. Don't really know how I can do that, but I'm going to study some maps and see if there's any way I can. He come out in one of the 2 places I expected him to, so that was good. He didn't come out with the other bucks, so I guess the bucks are breaking up now more. But that's the 2nd time in 4 hunts this year that I've seen him, and he's got the best of me the 2 times, so hopefully the 3rd time will be a charm. Maybe next weekend we'll get lucky, he'll come in closer and we can put an end to this story. Either way, it's fun to hunt him, and it's, as much as it breaks my heart to watch him walk away, it's fun to see him when he actually comes out. So y'all keep checking back. Hopefully next weekend, we'll be able to end this story or at least add another chapter to it. But thanks for watching. Keep checking back on Midwest Whitetail Southeast.